Guys, in this video we are going to do an unboxing sort of the Strikeman training system. I'm sure some of you guys have heard about this before, and we're going to look at what you get in the box with this particular kit, and then I'm going to talk about how you can use this in your home defense training. And that is something that you really need to do, is you need to regularly train. It does come in this very nice case for you to store everything in, and I'm going to put a link down below in the description of this video so you can go over and pick you one up from Amazon if you are interested. This is basically what you get within the kit. I'm just going to show you both sides of this. Here is your target over on one side here, and I'll have to say it is very secure inside this case. You get your target, and you also get the base. Here is the other part of the stand. We're going to get all that together, and you get your instructions, and you see that it's pretty basic. Now, there is an app for this. You need to download that on your phone and or what other device you're going to be using. And you do get a tripod. It should fit most of your phones, but then again, you could probably use a tablet if you wanted to. Tablet tripod, spring loaded to where it's going to hold your phone, but just whatever you want to use. This is the heart of the Strikeman system. This is the laser cartridge that you get. They come in several different calibers. This is 9mm, and you can buy one of these kits and actually get a bunch of different cartridges and use it with multiple firearms. But one thing I want you to note when you first get this, you can see currently when I press the back of the cartridge, when you first get it, one thing you need to make sure of is there's a little cover in here, a protector for the batteries, and you need to remove that. So what I'm going to do is unscrew this, and you can see the button end is up, the laser is pointed down toward my hand, and you need to be careful doing this because there's 3 very small batteries in here that can fall out if you're not careful. So basically I'm going to remove this, and you see this little black piece right here. I'm going to pull that out of the way. There is one of the batteries, and like I said, there's actually 3 of them in here. So now that I've got that out, I'm going to screw this back together and then show you what it does then. You want to make sure that you have that on there. It doesn't have to be overly tight, just snug. And now you can see that it is working. This is the heart of the entire system. You're also going to get a rod, and this is basically going to be for removing the cartridge from your gun once you have it in there. Now, just to show you guys, I have my Glock 45, and one thing you want to make sure of, no magazine, and there's currently nothing in the chamber of this gun. I'm going to take the cartridge, make sure that I have it pointed in the right direction, and I'm going to insert that into the chamber of my gun. You can see it there. Don't try to put that into your magazine. It's not going to work. Now that we have that in place, I'm simply going to close the action, and I'm going to show you basically what you get. Pointed in a safe direction, and I'm basically just going to show you that laser. When I press that trigger, it basically shoots the laser. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not, but it basically is shooting that laser out. I can see it, you might not be able to, okay? Just try it aiming up a little more. I can see it, but you probably can't through the camera. At least I can't through the viewfinder. That's how that's going to work. And when you need to remove it, just lock the action of your gun open. Again, making sure that there's no live ammo in it. And then simply take the rod, knock that cartridge out, just like that. Okay, again, that is the heart of the system. And what we're going to do now is I'm actually going to get it set up, and we are going to talk a little bit about how you can use this for your home defense training as well as improving your shooting accuracy. The way that you set the target up, basically you're going to take this, there's a notch here, and there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can either put this straight into the stand just like that. If you need a little bit of an extension, that's where this is going to come into place, to where you basically will slide this target directly in that groove. Bear with me, I'm trying to do this through a camera viewfinder, just like that. Okay, we get that locked in, and then I take this and I can slide it into the base. And once I have everything together and get the app loaded on my phone, then I am ready to basically to begin the training. We're going to jump back and take a quick look at the tripod. The way that you're going to set that up is basically unscrew the lower from the upper, you can see there, and just turn it around, and this is going to thread right back in place just like that. And then you can open these up and you have a good stand for holding your phone. Again, this is spring loaded. The top of this, you could probably change that out and put a wider one on there if you wanted to, or you could probably use a different type. Eventually I may set mine on one of my camera tripods and actually use a tablet, but either way this is going to work fine for now. You can see there I do have the ability to extend that up, make it a little bit taller just depending on what I need, where I'm going to set my camera. And you know, I think it's going to be very functional for what it is. You need to make sure that you're setting your phone, I believe, around 2 or 3 feet away from your target, and that way it can get a good view of the target. Now guys, I'm not going to go through all of the setup, but basically once you get the app on the phone, you're going to set everything up as far as whether you want to do the number of shots, whether you want to do timed and all that. There's a lot of features in here, and right now what I'm going to do is basically calibrate to my target. This is one thing that you need to make sure that you do. I'm going to set this to manual calibration here, and then just simply zoom in. The red outline shown on the screen, I want to match the outline of the target. Once I do that, I simply hit start, and it gives me a countdown, and we're ready to go. That was high, slightly left, slightly left, and you can see that it's going to record all of your shots and basically show you what you were doing and how you were doing. You can see the ones that I pulled and everything else. But again, guys, this is just simply to try to demonstrate this to you. Now, how could I use something like this for training for home defense? Very simple. Get this set up somewhere by an entryway door or another part of your house where someone could come in. Go about your daily business, or I should say go to what you would normally be doing. Get a shot timer, maybe you can get someone to work with you. Sit down in your recliner or whatever you're typically doing in your own home. Once that shot timer goes off, get your firearm, again making sure that it is unloaded and only has the laser cartridge in place in the chamber, and then see how long it takes you to get that first shot off. You know, do the timing of that to see how effective you could be if someone were to come into your home. I think that this is a good tool that can be used for training, dry fire training especially. You know, one of the drills that I always promote, that I tell everybody to do, is simply getting to the range, drawing your firearm, taking aim and pressing that shot and getting an accurate shot on target from an outside the waistband holster, you know, under a controlled environment, where if you had to do it under stress, under all of the things going on around you, that's going to help. Something like this, you're going to be able to do that and save yourself a lot of money on ammo. I really like this. I think it's a great way to help your training to get better, to get more proficient with your firearm. Dry fire training is a big component of that. But guys, just a quick video that I wanted to do to show this to you. Again, check the link down below if you're interested in one of these. Thanks for watching. Check out the rest of the videos on my channel. Be sure to like, subscribe, share the video. Check out the rest of the videos on my channel, and we'll see you next time.